Okay, so your assignment today is on Edge Elastic. We're going to do a quick review, just kind of what's on there. It is for a grade, okay? So instead of a completion homework grade, this is going to count more like a smaller quiz score, something like that. I plan on having my Google Meet up and running today. If you got questions, please send me a question. I'm more than happy to help you out, unless we have a meeting today that I can't be around or I'm making copies. I should be there most of the day, okay? So, quick review. Multiplying, dividing integers, which are just signed numbers. 3 times -4, well, 3 times 4 is 12. 1 negative makes it a negative. When you multiply or divide, the rules are pretty much the same. 12 divided by 6 is 2. 2 negatives make it a positive 2, right? If you didn't have a sign here, it would still be 3 times -4. But if you put a plus sign or a minus sign in between it, then you're combining them instead of multiplying them together. So 1 negative sign makes it a negative. So that's -5, -3, 5 bad guys, 3 bad guys. That's 8 bad guys. Negative, positive, that makes another negative. So 10 minus 7, that answer is positive 3. Minus a negative, 2 negatives back to back make a positive sign in front of the 4, and 8 plus 4 gives you an answer of 12. Okay? 3 drinks cost $7.20. If they want to know what is the unit price is the price for 1 drink, basically. So $7.20. You're going to divide that by 3. 3 times 2 gives you 6. That's 12. 3 into 12. 4 times, and you are done. So each drink costs you $2.40. Unit price, price per 1 unit. That's what it wants to know. Inequalities, solving and graphing them. Still want to get x by itself, just like an equation. Add 5, that cancels the 5. We're one step closer to getting x by itself. Now, instead of x times 3, you divide both sides by 3, cancels the 3, so x is less than 5. Now, if you were to graph that, bigger than 5 is on the right, smaller than 5 is on the left. It is an open circle because it's not equal to, and the arrow is coming left. If it was equal to, you would shade it in. If you have to multiply or divide by a negative, don't forget that flips the inequality sideways. And so instead of a less than, you would flip it to a greater than sign. Here's what's going to get a little trickier if you're in first, second, or third hour. We talked about proportional relationships very recently. Basically, it's got to have an addition, or make a proportional relationship, or are they a proportion? Okay. If you're in first, second, or third hour, this will be a little trickier. We just briefly touched on it the other day. But basically, you got to find a scale factor to go from x to y, or the top number to the bottom number. Scale factors can be in a multiplication or a division pattern, but not a addition or a subtraction pattern. So 0 to 1, 2 to 3, 5 to 6, 10 to 11. The pattern here is, marker, you're adding 1. Whatever happens, you add 1, you get out the other number. 2 plus 1 is 3, 5 plus 1 is 6. You cannot have an addition or subtraction pattern, so no, they are not proportional, or they don't form a proportion. You could cross multiply and see if you get the same number in each box. That also works, something that we did first, second, third hour. So x to y, 3 to 12, you got to multiply it by 4. Is 4 times 4 16? Yes. 7 times 4 28, 10 times 4 40. So the pattern here is multiplied by 4, so yes, it does form a proportion, or they are in a proportional relationship.